Oh, hi. Caught on camera. I'm Jason Salas. This is the HotSpot. I was fixing my earpiece. That's kind of gross, but we're happy to have you here. This is your lunchtime show, and here's what we got.
The menu, brought to you by King's Restaurant, always open, always local, and Ruby Tuesday Guam, home of the Fresh Garden Bar.
Very serious news as possible human remains were found this morning. Also, Daniel Perez was at a joint training exercise with Joint Region Marianas and the Guam National Guard. He's got details on what the training covered. And we're going to tell you how you can win some VIP and kids tickets to the Super American Circus Life Under the Big Top. Well, this morning, possible human remains were discovered up in Dedido near St. Paul Christian School. Guam Police Department officers, along with detectives with CID, could be seen scouring an area that was blocked off by yellow crime scene tape near Mendioca Street, as well as Ading Street. KUAM has reached out to GPD spokesperson Berlin Sevilla, who told us, quote, "Our officers responded and conducted an assessment. GPD's Criminal Investigation Section Crimes Scene Group, as well as the investigators, were activated. At this time, we are in the preliminary stages of an ongoing investigation for found remains." We'll have more on primetime tonight. In other news, 3 of the 4 people wanted for questioning relative to several ongoing investigations have been located by the Guam Police Department. As we reported on Friday, GPD's Criminal Investigation Division sought the public's assistance in tracking down Nelly Alvarez, Jeremy Mapoti, and Gerald Alvarez, and Louis Julian San Nicolas. The latter has yet to be located. He, San Nicolas, is 35 years old, stands 5'5", and weighs some 160 pounds, and was last known to have a residence in Hagat. He's known to frequent Tamuning Plaza and the Southern Village. If you happen to see San Nicolas, do not approach him, and if you have any information about his possible whereabouts, please contact GPD. Their number is 671-475-8615 through 17, or check him out on the web at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. Speaking of law enforcement, protests and lawsuits are ramping up nearly a week after the Supreme Court rolled back the Roe v. Wade decision on abortion rights. Democrats have seized the issue to drive support in this year's midterms, but positions on abortion rights could also come into play in some Republican primaries.
Protesters on Capitol Hill called on lawmakers to take action to protect abortion rights.
Roe is dead, but we don't give up. The Supreme Court does not have the final word.
It simply gave the issue back to the elected representatives to be dealt with in the political process.
Tuesday, 8 states held primary or runoff elections, the first one since the Supreme Court's historic decision to overturn Roe v. Wade.
I will listen to people.
In Colorado, Joe O'Dea, a Republican who has voiced support for some abortion rights, beat an anti-abortion rights opponent in his U.S. Senate primary. Meanwhile, lawsuits continued to mount. Wisconsin's Democratic leaders filed a challenge against their state statute banning abortion dating back to 1849. Already, some state judges have temporarily blocked similar so-called trigger laws in Texas, Utah, and Louisiana, where providers at one of the state's 3 abortion clinics brace for next steps.
We're taking each day as we can, seeing as many patients as we can while we can.
The next battle over reproductive rights may have already begun after Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas suggested the court should reconsider any cases protecting access to contraceptives.
Clarence Thomas was quite forthright that he is inviting people to bring these challenges.
Following a surge in demand, several major pharmacies like CVS and Rite Aid are imposing limits on the purchase of emergency contraception, also known as the morning after pill. Skylar Henry reporting for KUAM News.
Back at home, the Guam Army National Guard and Joint Region Marianas Fire Emergency Services held a joint training on Wednesday. With details is Daniel Perez.
It's training to support readiness. The joint response training held Wednesday at Naval Base at the Guam Guard and Joint Region Marianas Fire and Emergency Services, as well as other first responders, familiarized themselves with a UH-72 Lakota helicopter. JRM Regional Fire Chief Christopher Connolly detailed more on the exercise.
So one of our primary missions as DoD firefighters is aviation rescue and firefighting. So what we want to do is be able to have a better understanding of how to essentially at this point rescue the pilots and aircrew from their, say an in-flight mishap, hard landing crash, those kinds of things. But secondary to that, we want to be able to utilize them as potentially a medical carrier in the event that we have a large mass casualty or something like that, where we would actually take one of our advanced life support transport ambulances, transfer a patient over to the helicopter, then the helicopter would take it as an in-flight medical response to one of the neighboring hospitals.
The training's goal is to have them practice safety, emergency shutdown, and medical evacuation procedures. Guam National Guard Lakota pilot and aviation safety officer Brian Enderes.
The training's mainly on crash fire rescue. So it's just to educate the emergency services in the event that we do encounter, worst case scenario, a crash over their property and they'd have to respond. They know how to extract us as well as how to extinguish the fire based off of the unique specifications of our aircraft.
Enderes gave the rundown of what gear the UH-72 Lakota helicopter is equipped with to save someone's life.
Specifically, this aircraft is configured for medevac. And with that, we specifically have life-sustaining capabilities on board the aircraft at all times. For example, we have a ZOL patient monitor system, as well as suction if that's required. At the same time, we have something really unique. We have a flight paramedic in the back who's able to administer and keep the patient going until we can get them to a higher level of care.
These operations are critical to developing the skills needed to respond to operational missions in the region to ensure a stable, free, and open Indo-Pacific. First responders from Gov Guam took part in the exercise as well, along with firefighters and paramedics from the Camp Blas Fire Department. Daniel Perez reporting for KUAM News.
Oh, great story, Daniel. In other news, over 50 island residents attended the Guam Plaza Resort and Spa's recruitment drive yesterday, hoping to land a valuable job in our hotel industry. KUAM's Noah Maravilla was there and files this report.
A local hotel is looking to hire new team members to support them, now that there are no COVID-19 restrictions, and with the anticipation of the island's tourism industry reopening. The Guam Plaza Resort and Spa hosted a job fair today from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. They look to fill multiple job vacancies, according to Nicole Roberto, the human resource manager at Guam Plaza Resort and Spa, who detailed the occupations available.
We are a City Hall Corporation, so in our corporation we have our hotel, Guam Plaza Hotel, JP Superstore. We also have restaurants, and so for those various departments, we're also interviewing candidates to fill their positions. Let's say in the kitchen, we're looking for cooks, we're looking for stewards. In the dining area for the restaurant, we're looking for waitstaff or hosts. For JP Superstore, we're also looking for ambassadors. And then for various other departments such as housekeeping and front desk, we're looking to fill those positions as well. For the second job fair that we've had, the turnout of course is better than the first day, but we're hoping for more candidates today.
With her temporary job term wrapping up soon, Julie Atogwi of Agania Heights hopes to score a job as a waitstaff/host with the resort.
Since I'm almost done with my project, since I was a temporary hire, I'm trying to keep my options open. Since I have my own place and I pay for everything on my own, it'd be nice to continue that independence and not need anybody. So this is why I attended this job fair.
Those who weren't able to participate in the job fair can still apply for any remaining available positions.
They're welcome to come into our office Monday through Friday to fill out an application. We also have on our Guam Plaza website, we have a career opportunity section where they can download the application and then email it at the same time.
Job applications can be emailed to hr@guamplaza.com or can be dropped off to the hotel weekdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Reporting for KUAM News, I'm Noah Maravilla.
All right, Noah, fantastic job filing that story. Thanks so much. Great job. All right, coming up, we'll give you details to the opening of an art show and tell you how you can take part in some upcoming workshops. That is up next when the HotSpot returns.
Snacks. We got diapers for baby girl. Oh, 7:15, we gotta go. Bread, milk. Gas for work. Remember to grab Joe Boy a birthday present. Half a day.
Hey, Molly, how much do you pay for daycare for the kids?
Over $600 a month. It's expensive.
Did you hear about the governor's program that covers up to $675 a month for childcare?
Wow, that would be a lifesaver with the rising cost of everything.
Check guamchildcare.com to apply. We qualified. I even booked an appointment for someone to walk me through the process.
guamchildcare.com. Okay, thanks. I'll apply today.
This ad is paid for with federal funds administered by DPHSS.
Properties in the Tropics is your weekly roundup of the hottest properties on Guam. Every Thursday, get a virtual walkthrough of homes, apartments, townhomes, and land available for lease, rent, or sale with a breakdown of the most important info, including cost, features, and of course, location details. Watch it on KUAM News Hotspot at noon on streaming and TV8 or catch the encore at 5 p.m. on TV 11. You can also check out each installment on Instagram too. Properties in the Tropics is presented by Remax Diamond Realty.
Mark your calendars for the Father Duenas Memorial School Annual Reunion Gala, Saturday, July 16th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Phoenix Center in Ta'i, Manila, featuring live entertainment, a beer and wine garden, and a fry raffle with an array of excellent prizes. Tickets are $100 per person with VIP tables available for reservation. A special night to reunite, reminisce, and have a great time. All alumni, reunion classes, and guests are invited to attend. For more information and reservations, please call 671-734-2261 or 3 or visit www.fatherduenas.com. All proceeds benefit the FB Endowment Foundation, a 501c entity. Special thanks to all of our sponsors. See website for complete list of sponsors.
Hey friends, it's Jason Salas here in the KUAM studios here in Harmon, and update time. I got news I want to pass along to you about your favorite mid-afternoon show, The HotSpot. We are moving an hour up to 11 a.m. starting on July 5th, so make sure to tune in every day, live stream us or watch us on KUAM TV8 on Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel, as we're going to show for an entire hour featuring more news, more interviews, interactive giveaways, and extended Decision 2022 coverage, including analysis and chats with all of this year's candidates. So please make plans to join us live weekdays at 11 a.m. and catch up with the daily repeat broadcast on our stations or anytime on demand wherever you watch our show. I'll be looking for you on the Hotspot.
Say hello to the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app. Want a better look at your spending? With Money Map, you can automatically create budgets and manage where your money is going. Know when you have a green light or when it's time to slow down. Maybe cook more meals at home this week. Set your goals, track your progress, and find your way to exactly where you want to be. With Money Map from the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app. It all starts with yes.
KUAM News, winner of the 2022 Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Excellence in Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion for the Culture Club.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Hotspot here on YouTube, on Facebook Live, and on KUAM TV8. Glad you're spending part of your lunch hour with us. And last week, of course, you might recall, I told you about an upcoming art show, Body Beautiful, which is going to open at the Lee Regis Art Gallery, of course, at the Tumon Sands Plaza. Go down to Tumon, spend some money, help us out. Now, joining us here in studio is one of the artists, part of the Body Beautiful art show, Gerald Castro, who's offering some workshops as well. Gerald, Hafade, and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
To say that Gerald Castro is offering workshops is kind of playing it down like a little bit. They're going to have the chance to actually learn from someone who is a true master of many disciplines. I know you're going to be like humble and everything because, of course, you are. GW class of 97, right?
Yes. Yes.
So shout out to you and Joan, classmates, right?
Yep.
But you're also sharing, more importantly, not just technique and not just, raw materials and, and the concepts of fine art, but the passion for creativity and for capturing moments and emotions and images. And in this part, or in this theme rather, having to do with the body, right?
Yes, yes. Yeah. The figurative work is, I think, is one of the most social things we can do, right? Because as an artist, if you're doing something figurative, you're having that experience between one another. And for people, we're all social animals, and we crave that. So as an artist, when we do that, when we're trying to communicate the figure onto whatever medium we're working on, it's an experience that we're sharing. And then even to take it further, when you present that product, right, that piece of work to the viewer, and then they have that conversation. It's a whole nother experience. So it's a very social thing to do, to kind of do figurative work.
Now, you've been honing this craft that you have. I mean, it's God-given ability plus, undergraduate training, and then you got your MFA in San Francisco, right? So, I mean, you've got years and years of theoretical studies. You've studied under other masters.
Yeah.
So when people take part in this workshop and everything, what is kind of the overall message you want to communicate to them about, that there is something in each and every one of us, which is creativity and, and the ability to make something beautiful. But we can't just like turn it on and off like a light. So how do we tap into that?
Well, the first thing is to not be afraid, right? Like you want to, so most people, most artists who are trying to do any type of work, whether it's figurative or anything, they're afraid to start, right? And that's life in general. A lot of people don't want to take that first step to get into something because it might lead into something else, and then now you're stuck.
I'm afraid of being criticized or scrutinized.
Yeah, exactly. But once you do, you just kind of get comfortable with the process, and if you have something, a step-by-step process that you can follow, then maybe it's gonna be easier, and then maybe you'll like it and enjoy it more.
And this is amazing. We're showing some pieces right here. How do you come up with these ideas? And just like, is it something you see in nature? Is it like maybe like a person you just happen to pass at the mall, or a memory you might have from your past? Or?
So the work that was shown was from my Anaphemolic series, To Make Good. So Anaphemolic was really it's a journey for myself for cultural identity, my cultural identity, exploring my cultural identity, and the images that you saw was kind of like a couple ideas that manifested in that exploration. It's about the Chamorro culture, right? Because I'm Chamorro, and what I perceive myself as a Chamorro man in today's world, having our culture be influenced by hundreds of years of colonialism, and that it's like a really hard pill to swallow for a lot of people. It was a tough journey for me to go through, but I want to say that when you look at my work and those specific ones, you will see in terms of the whole series, the whole body of work, that there's a proud Chamorro behind that.
Exactly. I mean, and if I may, Joe, my interpretation of this, now that you've explained it to me, this beautiful piece, it's like there is a fracturing. There's a coming apart of the person, and yet there's still that resolve and that strength and that pride.
Yes.
And and that comes through abundantly.
Yeah, thank you. You hit it right on the nail on the head. It's that this particular piece is about that strength, despite the fact that there's a lot of pressure that are really crumbling the culture. We've existed for 1,000 years. We'll still be here for 1,000 more, and that's what that's all about.
And someone may be chipping away at you, but certainly you can't be broken.
Yeah, you never be broken. Yep.
What do people typically say when you give like similar workshops like this and everything? What's some of the feedback you get about the experience they have? For anytime I'm teaching students, I'd like to say that there's some positive feedback, right? Anytime I do that, it's really for the benefit of the student. So it's not about me or anything like that. It's just about trying to get that student to achieve the type of work that they want to achieve, to give them the skills, to help them develop those skills so that they can produce their own creative ideas. Because they may not be in the same medium, or, they may not put oil on canvas or paint, or painting something abstract, and they may go off and do like a completely different thing. They may be a Photoshop wizard 2 years from now, but you set them off on that journey.
Yeah, it's just about trying to teach them the theory behind creating, to give them the opportunity to practice and give them good feedback, whether it works or not, that communicates their idea. I think that as any teacher or any mentor of other artists, you want to be in that role. You don't want to be the forefront and like pushing them and leading them along a certain path. You want to just give them the skills and then let them communicate it.
Now I want to ask something, Gerald, because your family name bears a very, very proud tradition. There's a lot of really wonderful history with art in the Castro family. Can you explain the lineage that you have and how you actually the pride that you carried that with you as an artist and what you want to do with your kids?
Yeah, so I mean I've been around art my entire life. My godfather, my Nino, is Ron Castro. That's my mother's brother. Rick Castro.
Shout out to Ron.
Rick Castro is my mother's brother as well. First cousins of my mom and is Frank Perez and Perry Perez and Jeff Harris, all big names. All of them have had fingers in art, some form or fashion. And I've just been surrounded by that my entire life, and it's really been a motivating factor to kind of live up to those expectations and try to fill those shoes. I don't think I can ever fill Ron Castro's shoes, right? But I can always try. I can always try to help the Castro name and help the community using that reputation of a strong art family.
Well, you're really carrying on the family tradition really, really well. So I mean, you know, it's a pleasure to talk to you about that. But I want to talk about Body Beautiful. When you heard the theme first, when you heard that there's this Body Beautiful concept that's being proposed, what was the first thing that came into your mind?
So a couple things. One is like this is my thing. I love working in the figure.
That's my jam.
Yeah, that's it. I want to be involved in this one. Actually, Dawn reached out to me and she's like, hey, you'd be perfect for this particular show. Just you know, throw in some pieces and stuff to help you know, bolster the inventory that's there. And I'm like, for it. I'm all for it. And then I told her, hey, since this is a figurative show, let's go do some sort of portrait demo, some sort of portrait thing, and make it a friendly competition. So that's where Face Off, which kicks off Body Beautiful. It's a great idea where we have participating artists go around a live model and just do a live portrait demonstration showcasing their skills for the public. I thought it would be a great idea, and Don was so receptive to it. And then we have Tara Sood, who's my classmate at the Academy of Art University.
She was a great interview, by the way, last week.
Well, she's a great person, you know,
fantastic,
and a fantastic artist
there
too.
She is.
Yeah, so between both of us,
artists unite right there.
There
on
you
the
go.
screen.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about. It's about bringing that community together. You know,
and like you said, Inafa Malik. It's what we do. That's in our blood.
Exactly. And you know, what I want everybody to understand is that this show and Don's gallery is very it's very unique because we're going at it very hard. We have a community of artists here, local artists, who have really exceptional talent, and they need to be showcased. The public needs to know that we have the talent here right now, and it's on par with, you know, anywhere else in the world. And what's great is that we have access to them. And Don's gallery, Lise Rage's gallery, is the venue right now to do it. And this is the weekend to go and see it. It's going to be on for a month, but this month you're going to have opportunities to go work with other artists in the workshops. You're going to have opportunities just to paint as a community, and then also have the public come in and be invited to watch and participate. So this is not just about the artists, it's about the community.
Very cool. Okay, so Joe, so you come on any show that KUAM does, we want to make sure it's standing room only, right? Okay,
yes.
So how do people register? Is there any cost, and do they need to bring any kind of materials, or do they have to have any sort of like formal training?
Sure, yeah, so no training required. You just come over and paint and learn from the artists that are there.
Okay, so that's first checkbox for me. Absolutely no artistic skill whatsoever.
No.
I'm checked. That's me.
And bring your own materials if you have them. If you don't, that's fine. We can help supplement. A lot of artists are very sharing with whatever they need. And then to sign up, check Don's gallery, Lise Rage's gallery. Direct message them via Facebook or Instagram, and let them know that you want to sign up.
Well, it's an opportunity to learn from somebody who is unbelievably talented. As you said, you bear a very, very proud lineage. You're carrying on the tradition, but also someone who's just really, really cool and is going to pass down, you know, the joy that is art.
Thank you.
All
Appreciate
right.
it.
You know what? If it were you and Bob Ross, I think I'd rather interview you.
Appreciate
it. I'm pretty sure, because both capturing beautiful moments and everything, and really communicating that art is fun.
That's a very high compliment. Thank you. I'll take it.
For sure, man. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
All right, please stay tuned. We're coming back after this.
Get up-to-the-minute news, plus access to alerts, streaming radio, promotions, and more on your mobile device by downloading the KUAM News mobile app, available at the App Store now.
Say hello to the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app, where you get smart insights into your finances so you can make smart decisions with your money. With a daily personalized feed, you can compare your monthly income to spending. That's better. Discover where your money is actually going. You might be surprised. See what's essential and what isn't. The more you use the app, the smarter it gets. With insights from the First Hawaiian Bank mobile app, it all starts with yes.
Mark your calendars for the Father Duenas Memorial School Annual Reunion Gala, Saturday, July 16th from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. at the Phoenix Center in Ta'i, Manila, featuring live entertainment, a beer and wine garden, and a fry raffle with an array of excellent prizes. Tickets are $100 per person with VIP tables available for reservation. A special night to reunite, reminisce, and have a great time. All alumni, reunion classes, and guests are invited to attend. For more information and reservations, please call 671-734-2261 or 3 or visit www.fatherduenas.com. All proceeds benefit the FB Endowment Foundation, a 501c entity. Special thanks to all of our sponsors. See website for complete list of sponsors.
Lunches, snacks, we got diapers for baby girl. Oh, 7:15, we gotta go. Bread, milk, gas for work. Remember to grab Joe Boy a birthday present. Half a day.
Hey, Molly, how much do you pay for daycare for the kids?
Over $600 a month. It's expensive.
Did you hear about the governor's program that covers up to $675 a month for childcare?
Wow, that would be a lifesaver with the rising cost of everything.
Check guamchildcare.com to apply. We qualified. I even booked an appointment for someone to walk me through the process.
guamchildcare.com. Okay, thanks. I'll apply today.
This ad is paid for with federal funds administered by DPHSS.
Hey friends, it's Jason Salas here in the KUAM studios here in Harmon, and update time. I got news I want to pass along to you about your favorite mid-afternoon show, The HotSpot. We are moving an hour up to 11 a.m. starting on July 5th, so make sure to tune in every day, live stream us or watch us on KUAM TV 8 on Facebook Live and on our YouTube channel, as we're going to show for an entire hour featuring more news, more interviews, interactive giveaways, and extended Decision 2022 coverage, including analysis and chats with all of this year's candidates. So please make plans to join us live weekdays at 11 a.m. and catch up with the daily repeat broadcast on our stations or anytime on demand wherever you watch our show. I'll be looking for you on the HotSpot.
We're celebrating the class of 2022 on KUAM Digital and KUAM News Weekend Edition beginning in June. Send your graduate's senior photo along with their name and school and brief description of future plans to head of the class at KUAM.com. Their photos will be shared on our social media platforms as well as KUAM News Weekend Edition, open to middle school, high school, and college graduates. Congratulations, class of 2022, presented by the University of Guam.
Subscribe to our KUAM News Digest, our weekly email newsletter with all kinds of information straight to your inbox. Just subscribe and we'll make sure to keep you informed and entertained with news from the KUAM News team, what to watch on NBC and CBS, and the latest promotions from KUAM Communications. Go to KUAM.com, click on the newsletter tab at the top of the homepage, register, and you're all set. Brought to you by Uno Go, Guam on Demand.
All right, everybody, we are taking you down south to Ipan. I know you're going to recognize this house, so take notes, prepare to be amazed, because it's this week's featured property for Properties in the Tropics.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
Half a day. I'm Colleen Blas.
And I'm Francis Guerrero. We'd like to welcome you to this week's episode of Properties in the Tropics. Want to live on the beach? Today we are in Ipan, Talafofo, where we found the perfect beach house. A 3,500 square foot home with 4 bedrooms, 3 full bathrooms, and a 2-car carport sits right on the coast of Talafofo.
The ground floor is split level, and the main entrance leads you right into a spacious living room and dining area. A beautiful modern kitchen features stainless steel appliances, a dishwasher, and a microwave range hood. On the lower level, there's a laundry room with a full bath and bonus den, perfect for the kids' playroom, a place to hang out, or even your own office. The third level is where we find the bedrooms. The primary suite has a large bathroom with a separate makeup vanity. There are 3 separate bedrooms and a main bath.
Extend your living outdoors with this spacious patio. Relax and enjoy the ocean breezes and the calming sounds of the waves. Host an awesome party. on this huge backyard that leads all the way to the sand and surf in Ipan. So what's nearby, you ask? Take a short drive down to the Valley of the Ladi, where you can enjoy a riverboat cruise or kayak and paddleboard down the river. You can also experience cultural activities. Into surfing? Check out Talafofo Bay with its black sand.
Head up Route 4 and stop at Just Pirates Cove, a beach bar known for its great food and spirits. Or play a round of golf at the Country Club of the Pacific. And Route 4 takes you through central Guam, ending in the capital city of Hagåtña at Marine Corps Drive. Need to get to the Navy base? It's just a 20-minute drive on Route 17.
Need to rent? Need to buy? Or need to sell? We can help, and we're just a phone call away.
Outstanding agents, outstanding results. That's us, Colleen Bloss
and Francis Guerrero with RE/MAX Diamond Realty. We hope you've enjoyed this week's show.
Tune in next week for another episode of Properties in the Tropics.
Properties in the Tropics is presented by RE/MAX Diamond Realty.
All right, everybody, the circus is coming to town. To PIC in 2 months specifically. Yes, and you are going to hear that very unmistakable jingle. Watch the Hotspot tomorrow for a behind-the-scenes look at the Super American Circus, and we will be giving away available VIP and kids tickets. Make sure to watch and win because you are going to have a blast. Trust me, it is world-class entertainment, and you are going to want to go to the circus. So make sure to check us out tomorrow. That's right here on the Hotspot. I am still here with Gerald Castro, so please, everybody, register for the workshop that's Body Beautiful. Gerald, also a very proud veteran of the United States. You know, of course, Gerald, Liberation Day is coming up, so we thank you for your service to our country and everything, and we look forward to celebrating with you.
Thank you.
All right. That's going to do it for our show, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. For all of us here in Harmon, for Gerald, and for everybody we had in the show today, we wish you the very best. Have a safe and pleasant afternoon. Bye-bye.